Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. And I finally cleared my stage 19 of Gear Raid 1, and ironically I did it without even adding in Lassir, which I thought was my necessary component, but I still wanted to showcase this battle, so let's get to it.
The finest blood for the most untainted soul.
Alright, yes, so I'm farming stage 19 now, finally the fancy gear. Apparently I could have done this long ago. But hey, it just took some improvements to my Dolores, which I think made the world of difference. But I am going to show you guys my Gear Raid stage 1-19 attempt, and how I manualed it, and my gear on my people. Just looking through everybody. I'm going to talk through that. Sorry I don't have my face right now. I'm feeling really sick today. 14 weeks pregnant, and it is definitely getting to me. I'm just trying to take it as easy as I can so I can go live for my Twitch stream later today. But bear with me, guys. Alright, so I'm going to cut this little auto. I figure I would just start this on auto here. But yeah, I'm going to cut this, and we're going to actually go into my characters and show you guys my battle. So let's get into the run first. We are here. I did take advantage of Wrath's Lord bonus just to boost the damage and attack speed for our Ajax and Hatsa. Hatsa's a beast here, but I feel like because there's so much heavy armor to worry about, she's going to be not as good for stage 20 and 21. But I placed Comet first, and then Autumn and Dolores. And then oops, this is where I said, oops, nope. I usually place Hatsa first, my bad. Alright, there we go. Hatsa on the corner to really cover a lot of ground. Then Comet to stretch across. Dolores, and then we'll wait to place Elowen to heal everybody on that side. And that is the core damage. That side is obviously getting Dolores's inspiration boost. It's also getting the crit rate, crit damage boost from Autumn, which is a huge key of why I was able to beat this. So this run was actually intended to be a failure. I was going to show you this run as my I can't do stage 19 yet, but let's build Lassir and do it now. And ironically, I was actually able to beat it without even building Lassir. So I figured I wanted to show you as is. So I think Lassir, if we don't have Ajax, I think Lassir would be perfectly fine here. And honestly, Lassir would probably do even more damage. And he's not as expensive to place. So I'm obviously trying to time things well. That's a big issue, is the timing, of course. So I'm trying to wait to pop everybody's ultimates till the biggest bunch of waves are here. And of course, when it comes to Hatsa and Comet, because they're on the side with Autumn and Dolores, I'm kind of waiting for all of that to line up as well. The good thing is Zealous kind of enables everyone to do more damage, even though he's not going to do a ton himself with his vulnerability. So there we go. Pop, pop, pop. You can see I just popped all those ultimates for those guys on that side. And I didn't really need to. I probably could have waited. But we're going to wait for the others until the next big wave comes through. We very quickly got rid of it. I was actually pretty impressed. So now the big wave's coming. So now we're going to get ready to do the other ultimates. So we start off with Zealous and Ajax at least to start taking out some of these guys slowly. And then as soon as Comet's ready, boom, 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 Hatsa, and then Comet right after. Again, taking advantage of the girls' boosts. And I was super surprised at how well this was going at this point. All right, and now we have the ultimates again. Zealous first and then Comet. And then we can just pop everyone as we kind of get them at this point. We're just trying to kill everything that's left. I don't think I'm going to be too picky for the rest of this. I guess we could hold off on the girls, though, until at least there's someone else to boost. Comet is almost ready. Hatsa's ready. All right, time to pop all four of them again. Attack boost, crit boost, boom, boom. Everyone ultimates, pop, pop. Making sure everyone is staying healed with Elowen and Vortex. And yeah, this was a massive surprise. I really, really didn't think I was going to do that. This is the exact team that I've been failing with. But you know what I did when I actually did my Gear Raid 3 Stage 19 clear? I rebuilt my Dolores and gave her a ton more attack. And I really think that's the only thing I've changed on my account since failing to do this. So it just shows you how powerful someone like Dolores really is, especially for boosting for stuff like this and for Gear Raid. And yeah, even Autumn is in there to boost. I can't do it without Autumn's crit boost. It's just huge. And I'm sure that I could do some cheeses with like Laurel to boost their ultimates even faster and whatever. And real quick here, this is the stats on full auto. I just actually want to show you guys how much damage Hot Sut really does. This is my auto run after the fact with the power of domination turned on, but I realized I never actually clicked to see the results from the initial run on manual, but hey, it doesn't really matter. This is what's important. And yeah, those are the damage dealers, and then everyone else is just the support roles. Did not use Iona there, and Wrath was just for the aura. But I'm really happy to see Hatsut doing that kind of damage, so I left her in. I really don't know who I'd remove for Lasir in this case. Maybe I could try to get Autumn out of the battle and just use Dolores for the sake of adding another damage dealer and not having to take away from the team too much and still leaving Hatsut. But I'm not sure. I also think, like I said, I think Hatsut might kind of fall off for sake of damage in the later stages, which I'll talk about in a minute, I guess, actually, with my builds. But yeah, I think she's going to fall off. So this is amazing to see, though. I really did not think Hatsut would be so good here because I thought you really need that piercing damage, but she rocked it for 19 at least. Yeah, my intent was to show you failure on 19 and then go do it with Lasir, but really it's going to be Lasir helping me to do 20 and 21. I actually haven't built him yet, and the intent was to use him to clear 19, but I guess we didn't need him to clear 19, which is actually just really fun, but you definitely could insert him in. And yeah, I mean, like, insert him in instead of someone else, like, instead of Ajax, or maybe even instead of Comet. It might be a bit harder, but I think he surprised me with his actual damage himself, although I can't imagine not having him and Comet at the higher stages, if anything. But I really, really love Lasir with the testing I did on the test server, so I'm sure he's going to be huge for helping me beat 20 and 21. But that's another day. I'm just happy to be farming 19 and finally get my very first fancy pieces of gear, which of course must not even... Oh, yeah, chests. I got 2 so far with that first run. Not the greatest for this one, but hey. We will see defense and HP boosting, but I really need the other set. Obviously, we want that attack one. But I'm happy. So let me just show you quickly the heroes I was using in that battle. No one is built crazy. I do not have insane gear. And honestly, my sets are probably a little bit sad. I might go a little too set heavy versus stat heavy for a few of these. But as you saw, when I built my Lasir, I was kind of focusing attack, crit damage, and making sure I got good crit rate. We got some wonderful massive attack on him. Like, so I did not go stats or sets over stats. I went stats over sets like you should. But some of my others are kind of messy. Hatsa is built in a wisdom set. I'm really hoping to get her in Soulbond Arcana. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use her for 20 and 21. Let me know, guys. Anyone use her for 19, but she's just doesn't do as much for 20 and 21 due to the magic damage need. I feel like that's going to be an issue. We're going to have to see, because of course our girl Hatsut's wonderful, but she's not quite going to pierce through the targets quite as well, unfortunately. Okay, so let me quickly show these. Sorry, let me go back. So my Hatsut does have a maxed out ultimate skill, decent stats here, and her artifact is just a level 10 sharpshooter's crest. Then we go on to Comet, who has Skull of Desecration. I do not have Tear of Starlight for anybody. His skills are having his ultimate maxed out as well. And then his gear here is 94% crit rate, a low crit damage, and some solid attack. I always try to double the base attack with the bonus attack here before I worry too much about crit damage. But luckily I have Autumn in the team to boost their crit damage anyway, so that was a huge part of this. I could not do this before I put Autumn. I was really, okay, I was not even close without Autumn. And then I added Autumn and I got really close. But in the end, hey, I did it. So I'm quite happy. This set is pretty terrible that I have on Ajax, but I had some good rolls on stuff. And so I kind of put him in here. I'm actually glad we got a couple of these good survivability rolls because he seemed to take a lot of damage in that run. And my Vortex could only do so much, but he did survive really well. He has very low crit damage again, but really big attack. His skills do not have anything maxed out, but a little bit worked on. And his artifact is Ajax's Rage. I'm probably going to start promoting it with duplicates, but it's so expensive, so I might not do that quite yet. But he does get extra crit damage from this. A crit hit increases crit damage by 25% for 3 seconds, so this does help him a lot. All right, and then we had Zealous in the team. Zealous is in a Blue Sea Ice Ring because the chance of slowing here really does help. I really like this artifact. If I had a Morrigan, this would be even more important, but I don't, so it is what it is. My Zealous does have a maxed out ultimate. He is Awakened 3. I would really like to get his Awakened 4 for that cost reduction, honestly, so I wouldn't mind getting another dupe or two to max out Zealous. I really like him for Gear Raid 1. And then here we do have an AoE damage set, but again, nothing crazy. I actually ended up not going crit rate for him, so I just was kind of skim on my gear. So I kind of just focused attack and then whatever else I could get along the way. So he does not have a crit damage build or crit rate build, which is why he's probably my lowest damage, as we saw there. It was not really great, unfortunately, which is why why I showed it like that. I wanted to show the, show the stats, see what we were doing. But, all right, so who else do we have? Who else did we have in here? So Vortex is my healer, Awaken 5, basic healing and HP focused stats, of course. HP, and healing. Probably should have just went HP, but hey, I got some good rolls and it ended up being okay. I do have his skills, of course, maxed out, and his artifact is just a level 1. Oops, I probably should roll that up. Elysian Folios. And I was trying to use Iona, but I ended up taking her out because my Zealous is doing better now that he's gotten more awakenings. We have Dolores at Awaken 3 with Ancestral Teachings. I cannot wait to get Dolores Awaken 5 for this Rage boost. I'm looking forward to using her for Guild Boss for that. But yeah, I do have some pretty solid attack on my Dolores. She's like triple the base attack. So we have attack bonus, attack bonus, attack bonus, with tons of HP bonus on this Glacier ring. This Glacier gains attack based on their HP, so you're just adding even more attack to her kit. That's kind of what you want to do. Glacier's really good for Dolores. And then attack sets over here as well. That's my Dolores. And then my last piece of the puzzle was our lovely girl, who's only 5-star, Autumn, who's only Awakened 5. Oh my gosh, I really need to save one more dupe of Autumn. But no, I don't. It's a basic healing effect. She's not a great healer. Who cares? Obviously, I have her skilled, and she's just in, like, Rage regen gear, which probably isn't even that important, and just survivability. Nothing fancy. It's all about her skills, which grants crit damage increase to all allies within range with her ultimate. 60% crit damage, guys. 60% crit damage. So if you're like me and you've got decent crit rate on a lot of your people, but you just haven't really built up the crit rate or crit damage yet, Autumn is perfect to throw into your teams. Like, my people are focused on getting above 90% crit rate and getting above double the percentage. I want a solid, like, double the attack. So that's Comet's focus. But with her, I have over 100% bonus crit damage on top of that. So it is actually insane to give that extra 60. You know, that gives her 250% crit damage. Or sorry, gives my Comet 250% crit damage instead of just 190, whatever that was. So it's huge. Definitely use Autumn if you need another booster. She's so easy to build, and I think it's a wonderful tactic for something like Gear Raid 1. But yeah, that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.